Hi. It's been a long time. Saw Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. And I loved it. it was a CG visual, like, heaven. It was outrageously well done. I loved it. So, yeah. Let me just unpack this for a little bit. So you walk in, it's an IMAX, so you want to get the best seat. We got the best seat. We sit down, and then the trailers start coming on, and there's a trailer for every trailer made me want to see the movie except for Terminator, but
Terminator gave the whole plot away.
Terminator tells you the whole story, but so then you get Jurassic Park, and it's like, wow, I want to see this, and then you get Batman vs Superman, and it looks incredible. And then you get Star Wars. So now you're in an IMAX theater watching these trailers for these humongous movies that are going to come out, and they look stunning. So then we go into this Avengers movie, and it starts off, boom, fast paced, right in the heart, dead center of action, and I'm like, I'm hooked. I think right after the beginning set piece, once it slowed down for a second, I said, that was worth my money.
You did say just that.
20, like less than 20 minutes into this movie, I thought, that was worth the $18.50 for my ticket. So let's see, what do I want to say? The acting was wonderful. It was a sequel. It felt like a sequel. It was balanced, and we felt like it didn't, it took the case that we're familiar with the characters, and that they were familiar with one another. So it was awesome. And then there's like all these characters, and none of them felt shortchanged to me.
Even more characters than the last Avengers. The last Avengers, there were at least 3 additional characters in this movie, and they, again, Joss is a master of this. Joss Whedon, the director of this film, is the master of just giving just enough. Certain characters get more prominence than others. That's natural, but and I think it's the best villain since Avengers for the Marvel movies. The most commonly quoted most common criticism of the Marvel movies is that the villains tend to be weak or underdeveloped, and I think Ultron is an amazing villain, incredibly well done, and brought to life by the brilliant James Spader. I cannot picture anybody else's voice for that.
Well, Ultron was
it's funnier than I was expecting. I will definitely say that.
I mean, Ultron was beside the point a little bit for me. I mean, he was cool, but it sort of was like he's super dangerous, and then quickly they figure out how to deal with him. You know? Yeah.
Eventually, he messes him up bad.
He does, and there are real stakes in the movie. And, so partway through, I started thinking, okay, everything's great. I like this, the action, it's all fun. But why do I care? What am I getting out of this?
I think the character development is spectacular as
well. But what I got was just that. It's like this is building. This movie is still building towards more things. So while this is happening, we're developing our characters, we're letting you know the characters, we're showing you what they can do, and we're building. And it's sort of like, okay, what do you do if you're godlike? Well, how does that impact the world? How does that impact you? And they sort of answer those questions in a funny way.
They do. The Avengers movies, what separates them from most superhero pictures is what a good sense of humor they have. I mean, it's not an out-and-out comedy like Guardians of the Galaxy, but it still has stake. It's still very funny. A lot of great jokes.
Yeah, I thought
Hemsworth's Thor really had some of the best lines in the movie. And, Downey's just instant.
In a lot of ways, all the movies are Downey's movies. And I love them for that. I mean, he could be Iron Man. I could watch 100 hours of him as Iron Man.
I agree.
But one thing that's noticeable for me is that Ruffalo is the best Hulk ever. I mean, he's the best Bruce Banner.
I just watched The Incredible Hulk just recently, so I saw it Ed Norton's really brilliant job
Ed
as
Norton's
Bruce
a great
Banner.
actor, but he's just not
Mark
right.
Ruffalo has defined what Bruce Banner is to me.
He just owns it.
He does.
And Scarlett Johansson has become just like maybe one of the few women action stars that is like viable to like have her own movie. I mean,
absolutely, I would watch the hell out of a Black Widow movie.
She's just cool, and she gets it, and she's physical, and it's very
so just sultry.
Yeah,
she is the most beautiful woman on the planet.
She's sexy and she can act and commands the screen. So let's see, what else do I want to say about it? What else was I really taken back by? No, I mean the CG just a whole other level. The action just a whole other level. The interplay between the characters spot on. The building, the balance that he gave each character to really give them something to do in this movie, because it would have been very easy to not. Also, the stakes are high. So there's a little sequence at the end, not at the very end of the credits. There's nothing at the very end, so you don't need to stay.
Joss Whedon publicly declared there's no stinger at the end of the credits. You can leave before the credits are over.
But there is something after the movie ends. There's a little something right during the middle of the credits, which is great. It's
what Marvel's known for, and deservedly so. And it hints at the future, as all good Marvel mid-credits things will have. I mean, pretty much all of them have that. Not all of them have a funny little stinger.
What do you have to say about it?
I don't know. You guys totally took the reins on this entire thing.
But your opinion's still important.
By the way, Jack's seen the movie 3 times.
3 times.
And he's seen it twice. I've only seen it once.
So Tommy and I saw it on opening night, the very first show. At 7 o'clock, that crowd was a crazy hopping. It was out of this world, amazing, like just into it. And when the trailers came on, Ian was talking about the trailers earlier. This crowd's so pro Marvel. They booed Batman v Superman. They booed the Fantastic Four trailer. Everything that wasn't Marvel, that wasn't on board. The only thing they cheered for was Star Wars. Everything else got either no reaction or a big negative reaction.
Well, they could have been looking at it from that they're pro Disney then, because Star Wars is Disney, and
I guess. I mean, and
everybody. Fantastic Four is Marvel, but it's
Fox.
Yeah, it's a Marvel property.
Yeah, and a different studio, and I saw the Marvel logo and I was like, why is everybody booing? Oh, Fantastic Four. But it was amazing. It was. The 3 times I saw it, first time we saw it at 7 o'clock. I saw it yesterday afternoon in a pretty small crowd, not in 3D. By the way, totally worth it to see it in 3D. There's really no comparison. It just feels you're so much more immersive. And Joss's direction and writing, brilliant. Yeah. Every performance is standout. I love everybody in this movie.
When you watch even the trailer and you see these action sequences, somebody's got to plan that. Yeah. Somebody's got to set the set. They got to plan it. They got to set the lighting for it. They got to visualize that. So, because you're not going to be like, all right, look, we're going to have this fight in the city.
Mm-hmm.
No. We're going to have a fight where this guy goes through this building, and what's going on in that building with these people,
mm-hmm.
and then after he goes through that building and that wall and that glass,
mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna hit this thing, and then we're gonna have this other. While that's going on, this other thing's gonna go on, and we're gonna intercut it all and edit together to make it look beautiful. It is mind-boggling.
You have 10 characters at one point.
Yeah, but that's the design of
mm-hmm.
the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Are just, to me, the action sequence is just mind-boggling. Like,
I don't know how they can top this. Avengers Infinity War is coming, but I'm telling you, this is my new favorite movie. Tied. I love the Avengers to my heart's content, but this is just as good, if not better.
What do you got, brother? Anything?
This is probably my favorite movie.
Mm-hmm.
All time now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's better than the first Avengers, just for little reasons.
I don't know. Joss had a chance to get it more right, but so for me, it's by the way, 100 out of 100. I have no complaints.
I can agree with that.
How about for you? I gotta figure you're not gonna give it 100.
No, but I'll give it like a 95.
Oh
That's like
my
on
God!
highest thing. I mean, you
I've
can't
never
get
heard
anything.
him give that high a score.
Oh, well, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, and
Oh my God!
so it is really, really good. And
Everyone should see this movie.
So let's compare it to the first one. I think Josh got Tony Stark more right in this one than he did the last one, and so
I think Tony Stark's a different person than he was in the last one.
yeah, but I don't know. I enjoyed him more in this. I think he got all the characters a little bit. I think he had a little more time to understand what he wanted to get across, and I thought they were all good. And
I think that everybody knows each other really, really helps the interplay, and just it's just so damn witty and just so. It's just so geniusly written. And
all right,
just
so we gotta cut this short here,
Yeah.
not to cut you off. Any
it's
last
fine.
words you want to say about
No,
it?
it was just really good, and I definitely agree that everyone should see it. Yeah.
everybody should go see
IMAX
it.
3D. Oh, you've only seen it in
Yeah, I've
IMAX.
only seen it in IMAX.
I've
Well,
seen
you've
it in IMAX.
You've seen a little of
I've
it.
seen bits and pieces of it.
Oh
in
yeah, so
IMAX.
it's worth noting Tommy works in a movie theater. So Tommy, you've seen what the last few minutes of it in your theater.
Yeah.
So IMAX 3D, huh?
Yeah, it's better, but of course it's better. It's IMAX. I mean,
Well, the screen's bigger, and the sound's better, and 3D. All right,
Rate, subscribe.
exactly.
We love
Avengers Assemble, baby.
you. Definitely see it. Peace out.